Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a few days since my previous video regarding what you should do first when launching Delta Force, and I have come to a few more realizations than the previous video, so I just wanted to make a quick revisit and update all the new stuff that I've learned. For example, that automatic airborne mantle is very good to have in for the jump puzzles within operations mode, but it's not that good in the warfare mode. Many a times you can accidentally vault over stuff, and yeah, so I usually turn this on if I find a jump puzzle within the operations mode, but otherwise I want to keep it turned off. And yeah, for the mark wheel transparency, it could be good to have it lowered so you see where people mark and can recognize and see through the marker, and not just have it block your view if it's marked on a player, for example. So it can be good to have the transparency lowered a bit so that you can see through it. Otherwise, the rest of these settings are as I mentioned in the previous video. And when it comes to my sense, I've also stayed with everything the same. 2.50, I do like that value, and I've gotten used to it. When it comes to the controls, I realized that it's good to have hold on a button that you can't tap easily, because you can do some form of bunny jumping and dodge a few bullets that way. Also, I have toggle crouch on Alt instead. Then I also have jump and vault mantle separated on spacebar and V. And my lean pick, I have it the opposite way around. Walking I have on hold, but on control as well, since sneaking can be useful in operations, even though yeah, there are headphones in place, for example, that makes audible distance and range much louder. So depending on the gear your enemies or opposition have, the control or walk button can be useful or not. Yeah, it depends a lot. Otherwise I have yeah, melee weapon back to 3, it's the old CS bind to bring the knife out on 3 to run quicker. Tactical device I have on T actually, so you can turn on and off laser if you want to clear a room and not show that you are about to enter. You can have it turned off and then turn it on just as you enter, because the laser is visible to the enemies as well. And gadget I have one on my thumb button, another the grenade I usually have on pressing scroll wheel, plus G as well for grenade. Hold breath, I have it on hold actually, and yeah, that's also from me coming from PUBG. I would say I'm used to holding shift while shooting, and yeah, it actually helps to hold breath, not only while sniping, but also with weapons. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. And yeah, for interact I have hold for rescue, it's on F. H might be good to rebind, because if you get hit by the UAV, for example, remove arrow, it can be good to be quick about it, because you lose both health and you cannot ADS while you have those drone swarms from the toxic operator. You can remove with this button, for example. And yeah, request rescue, just spam mouse 1 if you get down, then hopefully your teammates will revive you. Some players actually play for revives, which is good, especially in the warfare mode where your team needs all the tickets you can have, and reviving saves your team that ticket if they do not choose to bleed out. So yeah, it can certainly be good. It could be the key factor for winning the game in the end. I use mark on another thumb button to mark where I spot enemies, for example. And yeah, push to talk, all the rest is... I have swapped activate flashlight to N as well, which could be good in some situation. You can blind your... in a duel, for example, if you get a duel, you can blind them with that flashlight. When it comes to the vehicles, I have swapped my horn to spacebar, because I like honking, and also brake on V, because yeah, I have the same binds in PUBG, so... that's why. And then I also switch perspective to B, so I can just yeah, change to third person if I'm driving, and go back to first person if I'm shooting. Then we go to screen, show performance parameters. Of course, it's good to see your FPS and ping up in the top right corner. And these infinite view distance, it's how far away you can spot like enemies shooting on the minimap. So pull this up as far as possible. If you want to chase down vehicles, these can also be good to pull up, of course. It can become very cluttered, the minimap, if you have them too high up, and if you aren't playing an engineer class and cannot take out vehicles, it's not really valuable for you to pull these up. But if you want to be a helpful teammate and play engineer, you can certainly pull these ones up too as well to spot out vehicles easier on the minimap. Then we go to graphics, which I wasn't fully aware of either, but now I have actually swapped back to my older monitor 1920 1080 because I want to reach that high frame rate, FPS, so that you get more quicker response or reactions in this game. And it's certainly good to, I have it locked to 240 as well, since my monitors are 240 hertz, and yeah, I reached that. It's not as bouncy. If the FPS keeps on going up and down a lot, it's still noticeable within the game, I would say. So I like to cap it, keep it at 240 FPS, and yeah, it's usually staying around there, unless it's very chaotic, a lot of grenades and stuff going on, then you can tank some frames. But yeah, I guess one would need a real beast computer to handle that. I have fast sync off as well, VSync I do not like. I have raised sharpness a bit, since I have lowered all of my settings as well. I play most on low except for textures, which I do like on high, and NVIDIA Reflex on low latency. I've also realized that that actually gives me some extra FPS as well, playing that on low latency instead of enhanced. Also turned off all the AA, both the temporal anti-aliasing and the super resolution mode, which makes the game a bit more jagged, but it's also easier to spot enemies because they get like a white outline. So yeah, it makes it much easier to spot out enemies even on far range, and super good for sniping. Another good thing, I played this on 90, which I'm used to from many games, but I actually raised it to full default FOV. I should probably do the same here, play 120 on vehicle, because since you don't have free look in this game, you cannot like run straight and look to the right, look to the left. But instead you just need to keep on running in one way and then turn your mouse to look in another direction, which you lose speed and momentum, which can make you a more easy target for your enemies. But also with the wider FOV, you do spot people more easily in your peripheral, which certainly is good in this game without that alt free look, which many shooters do have nowadays, but not Delta Force. So yeah, I've come to realize that the wide field of view is better than the more narrow one. And yeah, especially now that I've went down in monitor size as well, so I would have that as a tip for you guys as well, to try out the maxed FOV. And in audio, yeah, it's not much changed here. I do not play HRTF. It's so loud this game many times. So, and yeah, I've lowered the voice volume. It's the announcer in the game which gives some forms of call-outs that can be useful if you want to play for the team victory. So I still want to keep some volume onto that. And here in privacy compliance, if you have accidentally taken a wrong nickname or just took the one that you got handed in the when you launched the game, here you can change your nickname to your to the nickname that of your own choosing. Alright, so if you learned something in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If you want more type of this content, comment down below what type of content you want to see here from this channel. I have a few more tips and tricks videos coming up regarding the UI for both Warfare and Operations. And if you want to see those, make sure you press that subscribe button below so that you get notified when I will release more videos on this channel. And more videos are coming. What type of content you want to see as well? It's gonna be regarding Delta Force now mainly, but we're gonna have other games or other stuff as well. I do have a lot of filmed content, so yeah, comment down below if you want to see anything particular here from me. And I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and on that note, SLR is out. Peace.